In our last video, we boarded the Carnival Splendor, watched some whales, and took in the majestic views of the Tracearn Fjord. In this video, we are in Icy Strait and on the lookout for some bears. Then we make our way to Juneau for a bike and beer excursion. Oh Lord. And lastly, we do some zip lining in Ketchikan. Can we make it through all of these things without any injuries? We shall see.
It's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Hey, play songs on the radio. Sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wild ones. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole night long. Being with you is like being on the rodeo highways. Brings out the wild ones. I got a little crush on you. Ooh, I got a little crush on you.
So this morning we are just chugging into Icy Strait, and we've already seen our first whale off of our balcony this morning, so it's always a wonderful thing. I think today we're supposed to be doing some adventure there where we go down to the Spassky River and hopefully see some bears. So here's fingers crossed that we actually see some bears. Beautiful morning, waiting for the fog or the low cloud to kind of burn off. There's a couple of fishing boats out here. I don't know if they're catching anything, but or maybe they're just waiting for us. But anyways, it's going to be a wonderful day. Icy Strait is a cruise port destination on Ketchikan Island. The cruise port is owned and operated by the Tinglings, who are the local Alaskan natives. All profits from Icy Strait goes to support the neighboring town of Juneau. Ketchikan Island is populated with more brown bears than humans, which is why we chose the Spassky River excursion.
1953 was when they packed their last can of salmon. Then from 1954 to 1999, it served as a storage facility for the fishermen to keep their equipment in the off-season. In 1999, it was purchased by Juneau Totem Corporation, which is who owns it today, and then they converted it into this lovely cruise ship dock.
That right there? I said that right there? That's bear bait. So we knew there was no guarantee to see bears on this excursion. The warm summer and late salmon run played a role in the bears' eating habits. But all is not lost. The bus ride back was informative, and the driver provided lots of history and facts about Juneau and the island. The real special treat of visiting Icy Strait Point was the surprise dance-off. Who knew they were such amazing dancers here? So on the island that bears are supposed to outnumber the people, we really didn't see any bears. But that's okay. We're not disappointed. We knew it was a possibility. So, do you know where we're going next? Okay, we just got to Juneau. We're looking to go to our excursion. Apparently we're getting on some bicycles. Don't know whose great idea this was, but we're gonna give it a try. Okay, we might not be off to a promising start, but I promise you, it did get better. After a quick safety briefing, we rode through the university grounds and onto the road that would take us to the Mendenhall Glacier. Appropriately, the first stop was at the top of the first hill. Here we learned about the two main species of trees in Alaska and were treated to some fresh picked local berries. I think it's blueberry and watermelon berry. The full distance traveled on bike was about 8.5 miles. Most of the terrain was flat and manageable, except for that first hill. The Mendenhall Glacier was spectacular. Situated in the Tongass National Forest, the glacier is about 13.5 miles long. The glacier has retreated about 1.7 miles since 1929 and has formed the lake there. It continues to retreat due to above average temperatures in the southeast Alaska. So what was it like to get back on a bike again?
Well, as they say, just like riding a bicycle.
We just finished up our bicycle ride and we walked to the Mendenhall Glacier, and now we're walking back to the buses where we'll get to go for a beer, little reward for doing all the bicycling and walking. So that's the next stage. So it looks like I really dropped the ball on recording any footage from Juneau, or the pub where we tasted the flights of beer. We had a great time though, and although I'm not a beer drinker, the cups were emptied and the food was consumed. Juneau, we hope to see you again one day. Ketchikan, also known as Alaska's first city. This was our last Alaskan stop on this cruise. With an average of 229 days of precipitation per year, we weren't surprised to see some rain as we made our way to our zipline adventure. Now that was a lot of fun. As we head back into the city, the rain finally caught up to us. We managed to stay fairly dry ziplining, but it looks like the rain isn't going to let up. We wandered around town, saw the infamous Creek Street, bought some souvenirs, and then lined up to get back on the ship. I got a little bit wet in Ketchikan, so very, very wet. I know, this is the lineup getting back on the ship.
Because they're funneling everything through
All the way around the corner. I can't say that we've had too many negative experiences boarding the ship after an excursion. But standing out in the rain all the way around the pier, it was a bit excessive. Apparently they were only using one door. We are just pulling away from Ketchikan. It was a wonderful day, although it did pour rain for a while. We went ziplining. We had a great time. Did see a bear. Was too slow on the video to capture it. It was just kind of sneaking behind a car, but my eyeballs did actually see it, so that was really cool. And yeah, now we're on to Victoria. We're just trying to warm up and get dry from the day and have a little afternoon relax. But yeah, it's a little bit foggy and moody out there, but that's Ketchikan apparently.
No, it was bad a minute ago though.
I know.
When it came back into the room.
Yeah. The haziness is gone and the alarm is now stopped. Let's see what's going on out in the hallway though.
This is there. Red kapten. Okay, alright, man.
Which is the station?
I leave it here. Go in the check the pantry on deck 5 up.
You must be the crew boss, huh?
Me? No, I'm just housekeeper.
Peon, huh?
Just only the smell a little bit.
Might be 90.
Only the smell present a little.
I come out with
Yeah.
about the same dollars I came
Yeah.
in with. I'm pretty happy.
That's good because it's entertaining. Yes, it's fine. We address this to the guest. I mean,
So we just had a little bit of excitement in our room. We were laying here watching TV and reading our books, and all of a sudden we could smell smoke, and it was getting hazy. And we got up and we're running around trying to get our things together, and the alarm started going off. So it turns out there was a belt on, I don't know, some machinery in a room across the hall that had created all the ruckus. So we've aired out our room and showered, and hopefully that's the excitement for the evening. It is our last night on the ship, so I don't know what we would have done. Victoria's right over there, Vancouver Island's right over there, so I don't know, wouldn't have been bad. But anyways, so most excitement I think I've ever had on a ship. Smoky room and alarms going off, not fun. As we finish up our Alaskan cruise, Victoria is the final stop. Because we didn't port until 8 p.m. and we were only in port for a few hours, we chose not to get off of the ship. We live only a ferry ride away, and we can see Victoria whenever it works for us. So we'll be back. Well, this is it. We are getting off of the ship this morning. It is a beautiful day here in Seattle. I think we had a pretty good time. We really enjoyed Alaska and all of the beautiful scenery that it offered. So we are heading home. Thank you so much for watching. We always appreciate the views. If you haven't already, please be sure to click the subscribe button and give our video a like. We'll see you next time.